Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. This is me, Samantha, the Legal Beagle. Today is, it's Thursday. Normally, I do my podcast on Tuesdays and Fridays, but today I'm gonna talk so wholeheartedly about something that I feel and I'm very passionate about. One of the things, politics is one of them, and voting is the other, and law. So it's three. Okay. First of all, I want to say that, I've been voting since I was 18. I've been voting. I'll be 55 this year, and I've been voting since then. I take voting very seriously. When my children became of age, the first thing I did was take them to go get registered to vote. That's how important. When I think about those who come and say that voting is a joke, is it's a waste of time, that it don't count, I don't look at it like that. When I see that, when I vote, I think about my grandfather. When he came back, when he went to serve his country, and when he came back, he didn't have civil rights here. I think about the 3 civil rights boys who just going to state by state in the South trying to get registered voters, and they paid for it with their lives. They paid for it. Or when I think about Medgar Evers and his children, seeing him being assassinated in his driveway. Those people fought and died for me so that I would be able to live the life that I live now. Right now, I don't take that for granted, and neither should we. We should not do that. A president should have wisdom and understanding. It's like being in your house. It's like being married or you being a single parent. Your children look up to you as being the breadwinner, the provider, the person with wisdom. And when you make bad decisions and bad choices, they're punished for it. Just like what we're doing now. Right now, I'm not a Trump supporter. I am not. Because first of all, I follow him on Twitter. And I tell you, my phone goes off between 9 and 10 and 3 in the morning. He plays golf. My grandbaby knows some concepts of him. Everything is not beautiful and gorgeous. And this really, what really did it was that my grandbaby, I spend so much time with them. I normally try to go see them. They're in the military. I try to go see them, and I couldn't go see them this year. I really couldn't. My uncle died. I couldn't go see him. I couldn't see him. I've had family members pass away, and I couldn't go to the funeral. That's something to really think about. And if you say, well, you know what, I don't want to vote for this person because of this, or I'm not Democratic, I'm not, you even have Republicans now that are teaming together because we know that as a country, we are love. We are not about hate. And for those of you who talk about, not voting, let me tell you something. You have to think about it. Back in the day, half of us with degrees would end up being, we would have worked in somebody's house cleaning, or on a train, or at the bus station. There were limited jobs for blacks. And there's so many people who paved the way for us to be able to enjoy this. We're living off of somebody else's suffering. So now is not the time. If you don't like how things are, then fix it. Run for office. Put your input in. Be our voice. Blacks, stop looking for a savior, a lone savior. There's nobody that's going to save your home but you. Save your home. Save your family. Save your community. When I lived in the community, when I lived in Memphis a while back, my community, I brought my community together. We had neighborhood watch. We had the 5-minute rule. 5-minute rule was if you were lost and you parked in front of somebody's house, you had 5 minutes to get up and get out, or we were going to call the police. I had the police department. Get to know your police officers. All of them are not racist. But you know what? When you vote those racist people out. You vote people that the sheriff, that you can vote them out. You can do policies. You can do policies that can change the community. Black Lives Matter just don't happen in when you protest in the street. It happens when we get out and vote. That's the only way. You know, I always say, you know, what makes this less better than what it was in civil rights era? During the civil rights era, you know, blacks had less. They had less. And yet they achieved more. They had their own stores, their own theaters, their own banks. But we have more now, and we have less. Somewhere along the line, we're going to have to realize, I don't think that those back then knew that you know, not voting didn't matter. Because if it didn't, then things wouldn't be going on the way they are now. So I'm asking right now, all my supporters, the little few that I have, and I do appreciate it, go register to vote. Go register to vote. Look at your situation. Become part of the community. Don't just be a social media activist. Oh, anybody can do that. I am not a social media active. I am an activist because I believe in the rights. I believe that a judge needs to be fair. And I believe that my vote does count. And when you don't vote, you cannot complain. You have no issues to say. You cannot say you don't have nothing. But I don't believe I have those type of people that subscribe to me. I believe I have some beautiful people. They listen. They're objective. They want a better life. So I thank you guys. Please go register to vote. Please. And look at all this stuff that's going on and ask yourself, if you had this kind of situation in your house, would you allow it to happen? Well, it's in our country now. And we have to make a change. You already kind of know who I'm voting for, so I don't have to tell you. I can show you. I think I got it in my hat. Let me see. Oh, well, I don't. But anyway, I am endorsing. I think I got it. Yeah. I think I do. I think I do. Well, no, I don't. But anyway, I am endorsing Biden. And a lot of people say that, you know, even my Republican friends are endorsing him. Because right now, we need to get control. Right now, we need somebody that can speak and take leadership and get this pandemic that's going on, it affects me, under control. Our life would not be totally normal, but we need some kind of normalcy. Right now, we do. And I hate to be lied to. I do. I hate to be lied to. I'd rather for you to be honest and it hurts than for you to lie to me and then it hurts worse. So I'm asking you guys. I am asking you, please go register to vote. Make your vote count.